Okay. Hope the sound isn't too crazy. Okay, so Sunday. There were two games I was interested in. What happened in both of those games is kind of what I expected to happen, but I gotta say that I'm hopeful for the future. Now, one of those games, the New England Patriots played the Miami Dolphins. Cam Newton's debut. Although I thought that he was running the ball too much, I thought that he was exposing himself too much to potential injuries. I think he did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna say he did a great job, because scrambling out the pocket against a defense, like everything needs to be taken with a grain of salt this NFL season, because there was no preseason, there was no OTAs, there was no training camp, there was nothing to prepare any team for the season. So it's like every team is just going out there and they're pretty much eyeballing it. Like there's no preparation. Every team is on the same level, man. But talent is winning out. So, what's happening is kind of surprising. But like I watched the Eagles game and they went up 17-0. I kind of assumed that the Washington Redskins will fall. But then when they got that touchdown before halftime, I was like, oh my God, can they come back? It'll be interesting. And they went on a 20-0 scoring streak in the second half and beat the Eagles 27-17. I was dumbfounded. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, that was the greatest way to start an NFL season. Watching the Eagles and Redskins, it was awesome. But also another game that I was keeping an eye on besides the Patriots and Dolphins was the Buccaneers and the Saints game, because I wanted to see how Brady would do. And although he threw 2 picks and it looked like there were moments where he wasn't on the same page with his receivers, which is understandable because there was no preparation. Okay, this is a new team. And without preparation, they're pretty much just, I don't know, man. It's like when you don't know the answer to the test, you just guessing. It's pretty understandable why this team may struggle the first month. Okay, and then you're going up against the Saints your first game. Okay, a team that has predominantly, the roster has been together for at least a couple of years. It's not going to be easy, all right? But people, I'm gonna let the Brady haters take their jabs right now, because they're they going for it, man. They going for it right now. But I think Brady played good. I think he did a good job. Scotty Miller looked incredible. I thought Scotty Miller looked incredible. And I don't think the team has too many weapons. I think that, like I said before, like when this happened, I think I did a video on it. When this happened, where Brady went to the Bucks and then they traded for Gronkowski, I was like, Gronk probably won't start. He won't start. They're gonna probably have it. The ideal situation, I think, for Gronkowski is you have him in there for about 20 plays a game. All right, you have them in there predominantly as a blocker in the run game, because he's really good at that. All right, you can throw him a few passes here and there, but I would only have him in there as a red zone target. I wouldn't have him in there from the 20 to the it just doesn't make any sense to have him on the field, especially when he hasn't played in a year. And the last time he was in the NFL, he had a series of injuries, especially to his back. So I wouldn't expose him to that, unless it's like in a short yardage situation where once he catches the ball in the end zone, unless the defenders make contact immediately, they can't really touch him. So I thought that would have been a good idea. But I didn't get a chance to watch the game. I have cable. I'm not gonna say that. I have Xfinity, but I don't have cable because I don't watch TV very much. So I don't watch TV very much. I don't know. I'm just kind of confused right now. I'm sorry. I don't watch TV very much, so I didn't want to pay for. I was paying $200 for 2 years for TV I didn't watch, so I got tired of that. But So I got to go old school. I got to get an antenna for my TV and watch the games on a regular network television. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I'm able to catch some games next week. But yeah, I think it was a great opening week. I thought it was very entertaining. But let's see. Let's get to it. All right, I'm glad they put his name. I'm glad they put his name because I didn't know if this was Emmanuel Acho or Sam Acho. I didn't know who the hell this was because I don't really watch FS1 anymore like that. But or no, I don't watch Speak for Yourself. After they got rid of Jason Wood, like I don't watch Speak for Yourself anymore like that. But I didn't know if this was Emmanuel or Sam Acho. I'm glad they showed his name. Now I gotta say that these two picks were kind of like when you look at them on a highlight reel like this, they look. It's one of those situations where you go, "Why did he throw it there?" I mean, because when you look at it, it looks like there was a defender right there. Now anything could have happened before that, and defenders are quick. Sometimes defenders are a lot quicker than a receiver. So, I mean, a receiver could look open 1 minute, and when you throw the ball, the next second there's a guy right there in that area. It happens a lot. So I'm not gonna sit here and bash Brady for that, but they did look like, oh my god, like that first one where it looked like he threw it in double coverage, and it looked like he was throwing a jump ball to somebody. But other than that, I didn't see too much that made me go, Brady old as shit. I don't know why he even did this. He should have just retired. I didn't see anything that made me say that. I actually saw a couple of great throws. There was one throw that I was like, oh my god, man, this dude has a fucking arm. Where excuse my language, where he threw it to Chris Godwin, and Chris Godwin had a corner all over him. So what he did was he put the ball like damn near a yard ahead of Godwin, like on the money, like the nose dropped in front of Godwin, and Godwin made an incredible catch. I mean, I was like, Jesus, look at the arm. I think it was like a 40-yard throw. It was crazy, man. Like, I mean, the accuracy on that throw to get it to Godwin where the defender couldn't get it, I thought was incredible. But let's go. Brady is one to bash himself more than anybody could bash him as far as, being critical about his performance. Because Brady has a winner's mentality. He doesn't care how he wins. If he doesn't win, it was a bad game. He doesn't care how he plays. I'm sorry. If he doesn't win, it was a bad game. All right. I mean, that's how he is, man. And if anybody has watched Brady over the past 20 years, they know that that's how Brady works. All right, and I already knew he was going to say that, but this is what I'm going to say about this, okay? During the game, or while I was watching the Eagles, what the hell was it? Oh, I was watching NFL Red Zone over at somebody else. I was watching NFL Red Zone, and during that game, the Bucks and Saints game, when he threw his first touchdown, somebody made the comment saying, this could be a great year, or we might be looking at this, great team, or they had such a positive reaction to that one touchdown. And I'm thinking, like, it's only one touchdown. I mean, this dude could play like garbage for the rest of the year. Like, people are prisoners of the moment, and that annoys me more than anything. I don't care about their opinions. It's the prisoner of the moment aspect that I don't like. Now, if you're critical of something after we've had a good amount of exposure to it, like if Brady played like the first 2 months of the season, which is, equates to about 7 to 8 games, if he played the first 2 months of the season and he looked like, I mean, he's throwing picks left and right, and his throws aren't as strong, and he's not getting into his receivers, and like if this stuff is happening, then you can say, okay, Brady is a bum or whatever, and I'll be able to sit there and be like, you know what? I mean, there's evidence to support this. But this is the first game of the season. He's new to this fucking team. They had no time to prepare, and you're playing the best team, if not in your division, well, if not in the NFC, in your division. But I think the Saints are the best team in the NFC. They're a top 5 team in the NFL, top 3 team probably. I mean, you're playing one of the best teams in the NFL, and they expect you to go out there and beat this team handily. Like, their expectations for Brady, like, it's like either people hate this guy, you know, for whatever reason, or they have these over-exaggerated expectations of him. Like, if he doesn't win by 20, he didn't do good enough, like, in their eyes. Like, I don't know, bro. I think being prisoner of the moment says a lot about people, but, you know, whatever. Let's go. All right, before he says this dumb shit, okay? Before he says this very ridiculous shit right here, let me say this. Give this team at least the first month to iron out the kinks. If they don't get it together after the first month, then this is just who they are, okay? The defense also for the Buccaneers didn't look good. I mean, the Saints were whooping on their ass, okay? Every time I looked at the game, it looked like the Saints was in the fucking red zone for some reason. Every time I would look at the game, it looked like the Saints was in the red zone. So this defense didn't play too well either, but they're not going to say that. They're going to talk about Brady's performance, and that's the reason why they lost. Oh, he threw 2 interceptions. Who gives a fuck about the 3 touchdowns? He threw 2 picks. That's the reason why they lost. You know, that's what they're going to do, okay? But that defense didn't look good. Give it the first month. If this team still looks the same after 1 month, then this is probably not the year for them. But sometimes you need to, like, chemistry. I always thought the chemistry was going to be the biggest obstacle for this team. They wasn't void of talent. Having Brady on your team gives you an added advantage. But chemistry is important. You know, that's why I disagree so much with what Joel Embiid said, where he said chemistry don't mean shit. Chemistry is important. You need that, especially in team sports. You need that, man. It's like going to war, man. Like, you have to be on the same page with your brothers, man. Like, you have to be on the same page. You can't just go out there and it's just 5 individuals playing together. Like, that don't make any sense. You know, you have, like, that's a team. Teams will always beat individuals. You know, this is why LeBron James, as great as he is, couldn't beat the Warriors, even though, you know, I don't know, he's supposed to be the best player in the world. This is why I don't think that best player in the world shit always wins, unless you're on a better team. You know, but whatever. But, yeah, give it some time, man. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's hear Emmanuel Acho's retarded ass perspective on this. Oh. Let me go back a little bit because you have to hear everything in its totality. Let's go. This is so stupid. That's not what happened. All right, familiarity happened. I mean, you even got new players on the defense. Like, you have a rookie at safety. Fucking Antoine Winfield. You have Antoine Winfield Jr. You have a rookie at safety. Like, it's going to take some fucking time. Like, all right, bro. All right, so who the hell is, bro? He keep throwing these numbers out here. Like, Mike Evans had 1 catch, Gronk had 2 catches. So who the fuck is catching up? Like, who caught all these passes? This dude completed 23 passes for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns. Who got all these numbers? Okay, like if there's too many stars, you can't share the ball with everybody, and that's the problem. And not everybody is going to have their stats padded. Where's all these numbers coming from? All these passing stats. Who's it going to? I mean, 'cause somebody's racking up the fucking yards. Somebody is pulling in these touchdowns. I mean, who the fuck is it? And I said this, man. Look, if anybody could go to a team and spread the ball around to where everybody is sharing and not have a problem with it, it's Brady. That's the only dude that can go to a team and do that. Otherwise, everybody else would be bitching about something. But Brady commands that kind of respect that they're not going to bitch about. They're going to be more upset with the loss than, well, you didn't throw me the ball, as much, or, you didn't hand me the ball off as much. And who the fuck is expecting Leonard Fournette to come out and have 20 carries when you have 3 running backs on that roster, Ronald Jones, LaShawn McCoy, and Fournette? Who expects him to have 20 fucking carries? Fournette shouldn't even expect to have 20 fucking carries. It's just, I mean, bro, this is what made New England different than everybody else, man. Like, a guy came off the practice squad, Jonas Gray, came off the practice squad, started against the Indianapolis Colts and had a 4 rushing touchdown game, and he never saw a lick of time after that. I mean, bro, sometimes it's play by committee, bro. Like, you're not going to have a great day every week. And they have to expect that. If they are not expecting that, you're going to lose. If that is a problem, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You just have to be ready when it's your time to make plays, man. Like, it is what it is. I don't think the fact that they have an overabundance of stars is the problem. I think familiarity is the problem. Sometimes when you're just not used to playing with each other, you make mistakes. And they made mistakes, man. Come on. Bro, that's what I'm saying. LaShawn McCoy, whoever looked at LaShawn McCoy's career and said, that nigga's an awesome blocker, bro. Like, and then you gotta, it's not like he's blocking a corner or a safety coming off the edge. Bro, he's blocking a fucking linebacker running up the middle, man. Like, he's supposed to stand there for 5 seconds and hold that dude back, man. Like, come on. Bro, this dude is ridiculous, man. This dude is ridiculous, bro. Like, people like this make me laugh, man, because it's like, y'all hate so much. Y'all hate so much. And always chalked up their hate for Brady as they just hate the person that they see in the mirror. Because Brady reminds them of everything they're not, man. Brady is what the average man wish they could be, because Brady himself considers himself, and other people consider him, average, because he's not special in any one area. He's not like unbelievable, as far as his skills on the football field. He's not unbelievable, and most people consider his style of play boring, but it's so effective. He's so effective because mostly his mindset makes it so. And people hate that because it's like, this dude is not talented. There are far more talented people in the league, but this dude constantly keeps coming out on top. And they hate him because of that. They hate him because they hate themselves. They don't understand. This is why I said a while ago, Brady's an enigma, okay? What he does isn't special. As far as ability-wise, athleticism, like, he's not even the best passer. There are quarterbacks that throw harder, throw more accurately, throw far more incredible passes, has far more an exciting game as a quarterback, but this dude is so effective. you know. And he's one of those dudes that make you question like your position in life. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm better than him, but I'm not as successful as he is. Why is that? I mean, the Brady is that he makes you ask that question about yourself. And I think that's why people hate Brady, man, because, I mean, for a guy to be as average as everybody believes he is, time and time again, he keeps coming out on top. But let's just finish, man. Considering the situation, I think LaShawn McCoy did an adequate job with trying to hold Demario Davis back. I think he could have used some help. But LaShawn McCoy has always been a receiving back. He has always been a scat back. Like he's not a guy that's gonna get in there and bust your fucking head open. You know, like we see Maurice Jones-Drew did against Sean Merriman. But that situation has some context to it because it was well known that Sean Merriman was on PEDs, and when he stopped taking the PEDs, his career suffered after that. And he wasn't the same physical beast that he was while he was taking those. So let's get that out the way. But it's one game in a 16-game schedule. It's one game. And this team is already getting criticism like it's the end of the season. It's one game. Thank you. Marcellus Wiley. Your annoying ass is making sense. Keep going, brother. Thank you. Keep going, man. Keep going. You got it. Thank you. It's very fucking absurd. And the fact that you're sitting there with a smile on your face, like you're not making the most ridiculous points I've ever heard in my life. I've ever heard regarding football in my life is flabbergasting. I've never used that word before. But I feel flabbergasted right now. They had 76 yards. Please tell me in penalties in total. Because if you just get 76 yards in penalty yards on pass interference calls, that's fucking ridiculous. That's crazy. Nah, because it's fun to talk about the easy shit to poke fun of. You know, the fact that they lost, the fact that the Saints look better, the fact that he threw 2 interceptions, the fact that Fournette didn't play well, the fact that LaShawn McCoy couldn't block a guy that probably weighs 100 pounds more than he does, the fact that Mike Evans didn't have a Mike Evans game where he caught like 10 passes for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. Okay? Like, he likes to focus on that shit, but let's go. Cam Jordan. Who's the defensive tackle there? I forgot his name. Damn, man. They have a really good defensive tackle there. Sheldon Rankins. I mean, you're talking about a top-notch defensive line. You're talking about an adequate linebacking core, and you're talking about a fierce DB backfield. Okay, Marshawn Lattimore, all right, who is an All-Pro talent, All-Pro caliber, not talent, All-Pro caliber player. Okay, you're talking about a defense that is very fucking good. This is why I say the Saints is one of the best teams in the league, man, because they have offense that can put about 40 points on you, but they also got defense that can shut your ass down and keep you to about 21 points. All right, while the offense is whooping your ass on one end, the defense is keeping you from doing anything on the other end. This is the kind of team that they have, man. You even got, bro, this offense is so crazy. They even got a quarterback who wasn't even good enough to be a quarterback out there fucking looking like one of the best running back / wide receivers you ever seen in your life. Bro, I'm just saying, bro, it's just too much, man. And I'm glad he brought that up, man, because when I look at Cam Newton, this is what makes me think this is not going to last in New England. Because Cam Newton is the worst with this shit. Where when the team plays well, Cam is happy, vibrant. You see happy, dancing Cam, he fucking dabbing and shit, right? Doing the Superman stuff, right? But when his teams are losing and not playing well, you see Cam sitting on the bench with the towel on his head, looking all depressed in the press conferences. I mean, this dude not cracking jokes like he would if they won. Like, he just looked like a different person. It's the tale of two Cams, okay? Tale of two Cams, because when Cam wins, he's happy. When Cam loses, he's not happy. And I'm not saying that he should be happy if he loses. I'm just saying, like, when you watch Brady, whether they win or lose, his reaction doesn't change, okay? He's still the same even person. You don't see him all depressed, wearing sunglasses and a hat, like, I don't want people to see me. Like, that's fucking retarded. But that's what Cam does. This is what makes me think it's not going to work. Unless he can change that aspect of his personality, I don't think he'll be successful, man, because when they start struggling, because New England has points in recent memory where they struggled, will Cam be able to handle that, man? Will he be able to handle the criticism that's going to come with it? Which are all good questions to ask. But, that's why I say Brady is that's what makes him the greatest, because his mindset is what keeps him on top. It's not his ability to play the game. It's not his ability at quarterback. It's his mindset, man. His mind. That's what I've learned over the course of the past 5 years, maybe 5 to 7 years. I've learned in my life that a lot of my failures in life are attributed to the mindset that I had going into the situation. Because I'm a very pessimistic person. I am. And that thing it's almost like an energy that you emit that kind of manifests results. Like, it does. It does. Especially when it comes to you, not the other people. But when it comes to you, your mindset kind of breeds your reality. All right? And that's what makes Brady so great, because he believes so much. I've never seen a person believe so much in their ability to do something, and is so intent on proving to everybody else that he can do this, that he can do what he believes he can do. I mean, that belief is so damn strong. It drove him from being an afterthought in the draft, and even an afterthought on his own fucking team, to being considered the greatest quarterback ever. So, yeah, mindset is important. This is why I say Cam wasn't as successful in his career because of that. Because Cam doesn't have that mindset. When things are going well, Cam is, he's a great dude, man. Don't get me wrong. But when things aren't going well, Cam is depressed. Cam doesn't like it, which he shouldn't, but you can see it. It displays itself. It almost changes his personality, man. It's just not good. I would say that's a good comparison, but I would say that this isn't New England. This isn't the team that he's playing on. I mean, the reason why they went to the Super Bowl is because they were very familiar with each other. They had time to practice. They had time to go over whatever it is they need to practice, and Belichick was very big on that. Situational football was important. I don't know if I do know that they haven't been practicing anything really, but I don't know if the level of preparation is going into it because they don't have any time to prepare. I mean, you have 6 days to get ready for a game because you didn't have an off season and you didn't have preseason. So. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He focused on the easy to pick fruit right there. Like that's all he's focused on. He's focused on the numbers. The numbers that's easiest to pick at. That's all he's focused on. He ain't focused on anything else. I told you he was gonna bring up the 2 interception thing. I didn't even see that part, but he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do. And that's what everybody does. Well, not everybody. I'm overgeneralizing. That's what a lot of people do, man. They take the easy to pick fruit and they pick on it because it's just easier to grab, man. It takes little to no actual thought process. It takes no thought power to fucking think about a situation. You're just taking what you see, and that's where you fuck up with Brady, man. But this video, kind of ran kind of long. But anybody that watches my videos knows that my videos run kind of long. But I haven't done one in a while. I really wanted to do one on this, but good luck to the New England Patriots. Good luck to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like more of a Buck fan now because I'm more interested in what's going on over there. Like I know, I've been conflicted for the last couple of days because of the Buccaneers' loss, and I haven't even really dwelled on the fact that New England won. But there's many reasons why I haven't done that. But all right, everybody stay safe, man. Everybody enjoy themselves, man. Protect your family, protect yourself. Keep yourself safe out here.